not. This is fantastic.
Ying Yai seems to feed on the controversy. He seems to feed on the crowd's dislike of him.
He does. And that's part of his persona. He's playing to the crowd. He's playing to his opponent.
I mean, we've got to be looking sort of like the way Muhammad Ali used to, or in later years, Nassim Muhammad. And it was done for a reason, as you said, to unsettle your opponent.
Yes.
All it's done is fire Steve Wakeling up, so it hasn't had the desired effect at all.
Like, just look at his concentration on Steve's face.
My only concern again, and at the start of this second round, he's landed cleanly with a very good, strong punch, and the lad hasn't even acknowledged it.
Certainly, we have seen what, for those people who haven't, what Ying Yai is capable of. So that's why me and Malcolm are being quite apprehensive as to what could happen. We're not going to preempt anything, but even though he's having a laugh and a mess about and he's playing to the crowd and trying to wind Stephen up, we know what he can do.
Yes, brilliant back elbow there from Steve.
Crowd really appreciating that. They're on the feet.
Ying Yai's got to be careful. He's shrugged everything off so far, but if one of those connects totally cleanly, he isn't Superman.
That's right. He is flesh and bone. He's got 2 arms and 2 legs, as it's been said.
And for all this showboating, he better be super confident because he's losing this round because of it.
He is.
He needs to work. It's one thing to be confident, it's another thing to work.
Right, all the time he's showboating, he's not actually hitting. So, like you said, so now I'm very impressed with Stephen Wakeling. He is sticking to the game plan. He cannot be phased, and if he keeps like this, he'll do well.
That's right. And at the end of the day, he can do all the rubber legging, he can do all the movement, the posing, the posturing, but he's behind on points in this round. He might think he's got a lot in the tank and he can do it later, but at the moment, round 2 is definitely, I think, a big round for Steve Wakeling as it stands.
Yes, there's no doubt about it, Malcolm. I'm very impressed with Stephen sticking to the game plan, and he has to. He's not to be phased.
No, he keeps his guard high. He's not lulled into dropping his guard either. In fact, the only person the tactics haven't seemed to have upset is Steve Wakeling. They've upset his corner, they've upset the crowd. Stefan Fox has had a couple of words and straight to the top of the head. The same blow that Ying Yai won his title with, he's on the receiving end of.
That just glanced off, unfortunate for Ying Yai anyway. Otherwise, if that landed clean, that could have been a different story.
Yes, Steve Wakeling, a fantastic performance in this second round. And again, Ying Yai smiles, superbly resilient and durable, but he's not picking up the points, Andy.
Right. I mean, he has that. The expression has now changed from contempt to seriousness now, Ying Yai, because I think he knows he's got somebody in front of him that's going to give him a good fight. He just obviously thinks that the English fighters are not up to it. Having won an early victory in his previous fight in this country, he probably thinks that he's going to get another one.
That's a big round in my book for Steve Wakeling. You can showboat all you want, but you've got to have substance behind it. I'm not saying Ying Yai hasn't, because I know he has, but it's time to wake up and smell the coffee and taking this young man seriously.